Hi guys, today we're going to learning about the Finsweet slider, how to use on the Webflow, right? Firstly, we need to create some slider on the Webflow. Then we need to create some CMS collection on the Webflow. Then I'm going to use in the Finsweet attributes and the iStrip for link those CMS collection to slider. Okay, let's do that, right? Okay, first we need to go to our web page where you need that CMS slider, and I'm going to create some section structure, and on inside the section I like to add the slider, right? I type the slider on here. Okay, I add the slider. I need this slider. We need to add some custom CSS class. That's why I use the right side. You can see the style panel. I use that's on the slider. This is the slider mask. This is left arrow. On class I use mostly on all the font I use on the simple format. It's very easy to handle these things. Slider navigation. Inside the slider mask, I need only one slide. That's why I remove this second slide. In the slide, I given the name in the slide. Right, that's thing. Okay, perfect. On the icon, slider arrow. This one is same class. And I do slider arrow, right? You can remove the icon, and if you need add some icon image, you can put that on here with the element on the image. Okay, perfect. I need section. Everything is fine on the classes added. Then I need to, on the slider, I need this the 80% of the screen size. It is vary with the different device. Then we need to use the VH value. The 80 VH, that's when it's get to screen size 80%. They get for the slider, right? Now it's nicely arranged on the slider things. And then I need to create some CMS collection on there. I call that on the slider. This is slider name. And second one, I use the thumbnail, slider image. In here, I use some dummy content for that. First, I create this CMS collection and we click the button. And you can see here, you can generate some simple item. If you have images for the slider, you can add on the right side top corner, you can see the new slider. You can manually add those slider. If you have the Excel sheet, you can import to the slider to here with the name, right? Okay, I use the 5 item on dummy content. There's a 5 sliding is generating. Okay, nice. There is a 5 slider item is created. You can see images also on there. Okay, everything is good now. All right. First of all, I think I need to inside the slider in the slide element. I need to slide wrap and the div element. You can see it's on here, or you can search in the search bar on here, or you can use the command K or control K and find the any element you need to add the div, right? I add class. This is slider wrap. This is going to replace because this is replaced on with the content we use on the CMS collection. But I going to design it here. When we are going to the breakpoints, we can handle everything how to these sliders work on the every breakpoint. And I add some 100. This the 100%. Inside this, I think I need slider wrap, and inside this I like to add some image wrap. Okay, then I need to, it is 100% also. It's coming to the full screen. I think name needs change to image wrap, right? Then I need to add the image for that. That's how you use the element image, right? Image. I given 100% of the width for the image, and here's the more setting on the right side. You can see it's like as a cover. You can click on that. Okay, nice. Now on the slider things, we are done, and also the CMS collection also we are created those things, right? Then we need to go to the CMS slider Finsweet attribute section on site. I will put the link on the description. You can go with that link, so you can search on the Google and find the right CMS collection slider on the web, Finsweet attributes. Then I go to the down in the step one. There's a we need to copy this strip, and you need to place this on the Webflow your page. You need to purchase the Webflow plan, right? You need to purchase the Webflow plan because you need to access to the head section and the body section, the custom code section. You need to purchase the Webflow plan. If you are in the free plan, you can't access those things. Okay, I add the strip. The first step done. Then we have to go to the second step. There is several things we need to do. Firstly, we need to the list. I want to this collection be dynamically content for the slider. That's mean we have created the CMS collection. Then we need to put that in our page where we need on the slider, and this attribute should go into there, right? I firstly copy these things and go to the Webflow, and I like to create some CMS collection on here. On the CMS collection, I need to select the slider is the source. You can see our 5 sliders are coming on here, right? And under the collection list, I need to add this attribute. The FSCM slider element, it's I think value is list. You can check that on the side. Yeah, it's list, right? It is a list. Then we need to go to the slider and add this attribute, the CMS slide, the element. We need to go to the slider. You can see it's a primary slider element, and select that and go to the custom attribute on the setting under the properties panel. And value is the slider. Okay, now those are things correct. And here we inside the slide element, we create the slider wrap. We need to copy this and move it to the inside the CMS collection item, right? What we do, we need to go to select this one, and you can use the command C or control C for that. I use the command C. Then I move into the collection item and I put the command V, right? You can see all the CMS item get this slider wrap, and inside that we created the image element. I need to link that with the slider element, right? Then you can see all the slider get those images. Okay, now and here we need to write all the things are done on adding the image. Okay, I'm going to publish this. Then we can see what's happened on the live view. Okay, you can see all the sliders come into here. Yeah, I think we need to do some customize things on here. I'm going to the slider wrap, and I like to add that title for these sliders. That's why I inside the slider wrap I like add some container, right? Go and add container should, I think I need firstly wrapping the it's go to the DIY block, and this is absolute wrap. That's mean it's coming up on there, and the position on the right side is style panel. I use the absolute position. Then I put this all this full screen, right? Now it is come to the full screen, and I need to given the set its text is 10, right? It's coming up. Then image is backward and the content is coming to the up, right? In here you can see the container on inside that absolute wrap. Then I need to add the slider container, and I think I need 100% on the height. Okay, now it's nice. And here I put that on the relative portion. Okay, now I need to go to the add another div element inside the slider container, and you can see it's coming on here, and title wrap. I'm going to create it on the absolute position, and it's on the bottom right corner. Now its title is showing inside this. On you need to increase the width on there. You need to go to the slider container. You can see the maximum width is 940. You can increase that in 1200. It is coming to the more width, right? Okay, now it is on here, and I like to add some h1 tag on here. Actually, on the website we creating the pages, we need to going with some h1, one single h1 element. That's why I use the h2 for the sliders, right? And I go in slider title text. Then I increase the sizes, and height of the line. Okay, nice. Okay, everything on there. On here inside the slider wrap, I newly created this abs wrap. I copy that using the command C or control C, then go into the slider wrap and paste that on here. Okay, now I'm going to inside the select the slider title text. Then I move into the settings and go to and put the slider name on here. Okay, everything come into here because we use the absolute position, but when you go to the live view, it's showing like on the bottom, right? I like to change the h2 color to some white lighting color. Okay, nice. Then I go to publish. Okay, you can see it's on here, but it is mostly on the bottom. Okay, then I don't like on the slider navigation on the bottom. I can hit this part, and also on the apps wrap and inside the title wrap, I like to it's increasing some top level like this. Okay, then I publish again, and we will check how it looks. I think it's published. Yeah, it's coming up, but here's some image is disturbed to the text. I like to add some shadow, background shadow, right? Overlay things on here. How we do that on the slider wrap? Select the slider wrap. I will do it on here. You can see them nicely. This slider overlay. And this portion is absolute, and I put its full screen, and it's editing is 5 because the content is 10. We use that content for the text 10, and this is 5 because I need it's among the content and the background image. That's why I used the 5. Then I go and change the background color to black and transparency like this. Then I going to publish it again. Oh, sorry. I'm don't add that slider array to CMS collection there because that's why it's not showing on here. I'm going to here, select the slider wrap and put that on inside this slider overlay. I think it's need to definitely get dark color. Yeah, you can see the dark color is appear on here. Now it's clearly that text is showing. Okay, that's things we are using on the Finsweet Slider and link with the Webflow CMS to Webflow slider element. Right now, you can handle all the sliders. You can add sliders, edit sliders. Those are you can control through the CMS collection on here. Okay, you follow this tutorial. I think you get the how to link the Finsweet attribute using for the link the CMS collection and the Webflow slider with the dynamically content management. And I think these things also very helpful for your project. And also I like to meet you again on the another video when you get some difficulties on the Webflow. And please go to the your right bottom side, you can subscribe our channel and given your support to us, and then you can check the our new updates on the Webflow things. That's the all. Thank you. Okay, bye.